Hello guys, and today I am recording myself on my little microphone that I finally got. You know those cheap little earpod ones I was talking about? Yeah, I got one of those, so hopefully you can hear less mouth noises, because that's a weird thing to say actually. We probably shouldn't say that. Now, I'm not actually sure if it's working yet, because I can't really tell until I actually listen to it back, but we'll find out. Okay, so it seems to be working, so we're gonna keep using these today. I hope you can like them. I know the audio quality seems to have decreased a little bit because I'm pretty sure the phone actually has some pretty good microphone quality, and these little ear pods I got from Walmart do not. But it should be a minor improvement due to the fact you're going to hear me making mouth noises less. Also, I'm putting it to the side of my face and not in front of it, so hopefully that will also decrease the mouth noises and that might make it a little quieter. Let's hope not. Although it might also make it so that you can hear background noise a little less. I know you don't really hear it, but just in case. Because I know sometimes that's a problem. And so, by the way, I can tell you her character information now. I'm pretty sure her name is Rachel, and she's died or whatever in my canon story or whatever, since, you know, a lot of people make their haunted dolls or whatever, or like they'll have haunted dolls. I decided to pretend she was haunted by saying she died in like the 1980s or whatever, and she's kind of old-fashioned. Like, she's just like that. And she's also a very sweet character, but she's less motherly and more just like fun to talk to kind of personality. I didn't give her a lot of personality traits, but I don't know. But anyway, this was fun to make. I do enjoy doing these videos for you. Um, it's very enjoyable. Okay, but anyway, this is gonna be the second part, and I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna do the fourth part yet. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it, but I haven't currently filmed it yet. But I think I will film it after making this video. So if you're wondering, I am probably gonna do the shading part as a fourth part. That way you guys can see the characters looking at least a little better. My idea is that I could probably do like some hair shading and stuff like that, because I know the hair shading can take a while, and so I wanted to do that, and also maybe some shading on the characters, but I don't know how long that would take, so we'll see. Because if it takes like an hour, then we're gonna have to split it up into two parts. But if it only takes a little while to do the hair and the clothes, then we can do it as one part, because I don't want it to end up being too sped up, or else it doesn't really look that good, because it looks like I'm going at super speed, and we don't want super speed. Nope, nope, nope. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying so far. I know sometimes I might get kind of boring, because I just kind of start rambling about random things, but I hope that's interesting enough. Also, by the way, I really like her dress, and she was actually the first doll I bought myself. One of them was a gift, and they were the first one I've had, but she was the first one that I got for myself because I decided that I actually really like these kinds of dolls because they're fun. So I ended up getting this one. Also, by the way, there was a person, and I can't remember their user, so I might put it in later. And they commented on my video because they were first. And I actually haven't gotten any comments on any of my long form videos, so that was actually really exciting. So I might shout them out at the end of the video. Because I honestly thought that was really nice of them. They were really nice about it because I would, so I decided that I'm probably actually going to shout them out at the end of the video. I have to get their user or whatever, or maybe I might not. They probably won't care because it's already public whatever on one of my videos. So I would love to shout them out in that way, since it would probably be really fun. And then I can show what a wonderful person they were, because honestly, it was really sweet of them. I loved that so much. I really enjoyed when they gave me the comment because I was like, oh my gosh, someone commented on my video. So honestly, I think they'd probably be fine with me shouting them out. I hope you are, person. Because honestly, it was really nice of them. They were really nice about the fact that I'm not verified yet, so I couldn't pin them. and so I was like, it was a really sweet interaction. They seemed nice, so I think I'll shout them out for being such a nice person. And so yeah, um, but yeah, I don't know why I started talking about that for so long, but it's just, I got really excited because that was one of the first comments I got in my long form videos. I got some on my short about Velvet purring, my cat, but other than that, that's the first comment I have gotten, so it got me really excited, so I'll probably shout them out in this video. Um, since it's a public comment on my video, I hope they're okay with it. I'll actually ask them. Maybe, yeah, I'll ask them if they're okay with me using their user in my, shouting them out in my next video. And if they're okay with it, then they will be shouted out at the end. Also, if they like comment that they want they're okay with me putting their user in the next video, I might just make a video where I'm like, hey, insert person's name, are you okay being shouted out in my next part of this series? And if they agree to it, then they'll be shouted out at the end. So if there's a video that pops up, it's like, hey, are you okay with being shouted out in my next video? Enter user's name, and they comment yes, then that's why. Because the fact that they're shouted out this video. It's about this video in this series or whatever. If you don't know what that is, then why are you here? Second part. I mean, I guess it's only one character that's already made, so it probably doesn't matter. I understand some people just watch the parts that pop up on their feed, so that's fine. Honestly, I love her. Her name is Angie, short for Angelica, but I feel like with her personality, Angie is better. And she's like a spunky teenager, basically. She's just having fun and cruising through life. Also, I'm really sorry if the audio quality is bad. I'm gonna try to make it louder using KineMaster, but sometimes it's not the best, so we'll see how it goes. Also, I absolutely love Angie as like a character. She just seems so spunky. But basically, I'm putting her arms around the other two, and she's like floating in the air because she's shorter than everyone else, all the other dolls that I have. So I decided, you know what if I just make her like floating above? And I tried to give her like a ghost look, but it was looking weird. So I just like gave her legs to make it look like she was just floating in the air or something. Well, technically, she has a dress on. So my idea was that I could just add some of the folds of the dress, and it looks more natural. Honestly, love it. It's adorable, and you know, she's got that kind of skin tone where it's like really light. So I actually had to fix certain details so that you could still see Rachel's skin color, her skin tone, because I made it so that, well, not her skin tone. I'm sorry, my brain's a little frazzled for some reason. I mean Rachel's hair, because her arm was over her hair, but it would make more sense if part of it was under her hair or whatever. I know that doesn't make total sense, but it made sense at the time. So it does. That's how this works. But anyway, honestly, this took a while, so I hope you enjoy the video so far. I do know that I told you guys the last video how long it takes. Sorry, someone walked into the room, so I'm back. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying so far, as said. Honestly, I love her little teeth. It's one of my favorite details about her character, and I love that I imagine her with them. Also, by the way, I'm really sorry if this is really quiet. This is like the maximum audio volume that this thing can even give off. I'm like literally putting my mouth to the thing as loud as possible, and this is as much as I'm getting. And because of the fact I don't want you to hear my breathing noises, we're gonna do it at the side. So I'm trying to talk kind of loud, but I don't want like my family or anyone else to hear me just loudly talking into a microphone. So we're not doing that. Um, so I can do a reasonable volume because I don't want to be screaming into my microphone. Okay, I think we're finishing Angie or whatever. Yep, there we go. Honestly, I love how she turned out. She's so cute. I wish I could have gotten more hair onto her because I didn't realize it makes her hair look a little thinner than it actually is. Also, by the way, yes, I just do have all of the PNGs of the dolls that I bring up to do this. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them as references or just to trace over, but I knew it would be easier to trace over because a lot of them have really special hair designs that I knew I probably wouldn't be able to pull off myself. So I decided to do little tracings of them. If you want me to redo this without doing the tracing, I can. But it might take a while, so the video would be out in a while. But if you guys do want me to do a new part where it is me not tracing the characters, like just me drawing them, because I'm not very good at bodies, so I did it without me just drawing them. But if you want me to do a part where I just draw them, then I totally can. It's just gonna take a while, and it might be another different part series. Also, by the way, I have like house services. Like I have a Minecraft world where I make houses, and I wanted them to be kind of realistic, so I got house apps, and now I get notifications from them, and so I'm I keep getting those while making this video. So I was like, oh, a house, oh, a house, multiple times. It's Redfin. If you were wondering, I think I accidentally turned on the notifications for Redfin. I don't know when. I don't know why, but they are on. So yeah. Also, I really like her character. This is Silica, I think. I named her a while ago, so I don't exactly remember. Um, but she's super cute. I love her character. Also, I don't think I ended up filling in the bow. I might have, but I think I left it out of her character design because I thought it would be too complicated to do the translucentness of the bow, so I just didn't do the bow for some reason. But other than that, I think she's super cute. Also, by the way, each part is like a legitimate part this time. I know that I talked about how it's partially because I'm not verified, but also because I did this in separate parts because I had to take little breaks between doing this because it was longer than my usual drawings and I needed to like not explode. So yeah, that's why this is in multiple parts also, because I didn't want to explode. Also, I love just using words like that for no apparent reason. Like, I totally could use a normal word to explain why I got up, and instead I just say, yeah, I would explode. Perfect. But I do love how she turns out. I usually use the brush tool instead of the fill tool in this video, as talked about, because I will leave the background on the character partially for part of it, and then realize that I don't have to leave the background on for the character. Also, by the way, I don't know why there is an extra area. I'm gonna have to turn notifications off for Redfin. They constantly are giving me houses. I don't need 5,000 houses. Jeez. Also, I love her little teddy bear. I totally butchered its design. It looks way better originally, but it's also the angle and the fact you can't really see it. Also, by the way, I guess I didn't catch one of those moments where it got out in the back end because I thought I took that part out. I guess there was more than I thought there was. But I did try to edit all of the little moments where I accidentally click on the ads out, but apparently I missed one, which is annoying because, I was trying to edit them out on purpose. But once I do the voice recording, I can't cut them out because then I would have to cut out part of the voice recording, and that's annoying. I could technically do it. It would just be overkill, I guess. So we'd have to do the whole process of splitting the parts in difference. So I might do that, but I don't. Part of it is that it wouldn't make sense with the little random cut in the footage, and then me talking about the things that were in the random cuts. So we're keeping it in. This is another character. She's new, so I don't remember what I called her. I do have a little thing on my desk. I mean, no, it's a shelf on my shelf where my dolls are sitting because I don't leave them on the floor. That has her name on it, and I can't remember what I called her. So that's annoying. But anyway, she took me a while. I do her hair, and then the video stops because I was starting to lose motivation on this, so I took a little break for a minute and then went back to this. That's also why I'm doing her hair extremely quickly because I wanted to be done with it as soon as possible. That's why the lines are like way less meticulous than with the other characters. That's why I'm like speed running it. But anyway, that's the end. Bye, guys. They never responded, so I'm not shutting them out. Bye.